When it comes to the tower, one of the most confusing parts about this game is going to be modules and how to merge modules. If you're curious to learn about modules, their sub-effects, and unique effects, I'll have another video kind of breaking that down. I'll have that linked up in the corner and down in the description down below. Now, jumping right into modules, we're going to have 4 different types of modules. First are going to be our cannon modules, and these are going to increase our tower's damage. Next up are going to be our armor modules, and these are going to increase our tower's health. Next is going to be our generators, and these are going to add a coin bonus to our tower. And then finally, we have our cores, and these are going to increase our ultimate weapon's damage. Modules are going to come in a variety of rarities. We're going to start off with our common, then our rare and rare plus, our epic and our epic plus, legendary and legendary plus, mythic and mythic plus, and then our ancestral. Once we're at Ancestral, we can start adding star levels to our modules and get that all the way up to a 5-star Ancestral. When it comes to the module's level, it is going to be capped based on the module's rarity. So a rare is going to have a level cap of 30, rare plus at 40, epic at 60, epic plus at level 80, legendary at 100, legendary plus at 120, mythic all the way up to 140, mythic plus at 160, and then finally ancestral will be at a level cap of 200. Now, what does this level cap do? Now, every time you level up your module, it's going to increase that specific type of module's bonus, and it's also going to allow you to have extra submodule effects. So when unlocking a unique effect module, you're going to start off with 3 effects. By getting that module all the way up to level 101, we can add a 4th effect. 141 will add a 5th effect, and level 161 is going to add a 6th effect to your module. Now, if you want to change the submodule effects on your module, you can go ahead and reroll these effects. We can use auto reroll to change what rarity and what effects we're looking for. So we can add on poison swamp damage, black hole cooldown, spotlight angle, spotlight bonus, and then we can select any rarity we want. Now, if we go ahead and auto reroll, it's going to go through all of them until one of them pops up. So we have our poison swamp damage there, and we could go again, and there we got another one, being the black hole size. Now, by changing the rarities that it takes, you're going to reroll for much longer, but you'll get much higher level effects. As you can see, we have a legendary plus 2-second black hole duration, and if we wanted to save this, we can go ahead and lock this. Now, when it comes to locking effects, what this is going to do, it's going to cost more reroll shards for every time we reroll. So say we like this Deathwave damage and Deathwave smart missile, it's going to cost all the way up to 500 rerolls per reroll. Now, if we have none, it's going to only cost 10, 1 is going to be 40, 2 is going to be 160, 3 500, 4 1000, and then having 5 locked is going to cost 1600 reroll shards per roll. Now, one great thing about rerolling submodule effects is when you go to leave, you can select if you want the new effects or the previous effects. So obviously my previous are much better, so we're going to go ahead and stick with that. When it comes to rerolling submodule effects, the highest rarity effect you can get is going to be on par with your module's effect. So with a Mythic Plus module, I'm able to get up to Mythic level effects. On my Legendary modules, I can only get up to Legendary. When you're trying to re-roll your effects, common are going to show up 46.2% of the time, rare are going to show up 40% of the time, epic will show up 10% of the time, legendary 2.5% of the time, mythic just 1% of the time, and ancestral is going to come up 0.3% of the time. Now, jumping into the big part of this video, we're going to talk about actually merging the modules. So we're going to click on this little eye icon up here, and we're going to go to tab 4, and essentially this is what I'm going to be breaking down for you. Now, when it comes to modules, you have modules with unique effects and modules without unique effects. Modules with unique effects you can only get through purchasing with gems. When purchasing modules, there's only a 2.5% chance that you're going to get an epic unique effect module. So needless to say, it's going to be a little bit difficult, and it's going to take a lot of gems to get the modules that you want. Now, on the other hand, we have our basic modules. These are going to be modules that don't have unique effects. When you first start out, it's totally okay to have these basic modules on, but once you start to get modules with unique effects, you're going to want to trade them out. So the main goal, of course, is to get all the way to Ancestral, and this is going to take a lot of time, a lot of modules, and a lot of gems. So let's talk about all of the basic modules we're going to need going into our regular modules. So as you can see on here, there's a few points where you have a module where it just has a dot on it. And what that means is you can use a module of any type when merging. So when going to Legendary from Epic Plus, you can take 2 Epic Plus of any type. These don't have to be unique effect ones to get that up to Legendary. Now once we're at Legendary Plus, we need 1 more Legendary Plus to get to Mythic, and then from Mythic, again, we need a Legendary Plus to get all the way to Mythic Plus. So whenever we're merging our more basic modules, the key areas we want to get them to and keep them at is going to be Epic Plus and Legendary Plus. And remember to be smart about your merging, because it's going to take 1 Legendary plus 1 of the same to get it up to Legendary Plus. So when you're merging together your Epic Plus to get that Legendary, make sure you're a little aware so that you're not using ones of the same type so that you can quickly get that up to Legendary Plus. Now for our unique effect modules, we're starting all the way at Epic already. So you're going to start with that 1 unique effect module that you have, and you're going to need 1 identical module to get it to Epic Plus. Now once there, we're going to go ahead and add 2 more modules that are Epic Plus, but they don't have to have unique effects, so we're going to throw some basic modules in here. So to get a module all the way up to Legendary, you're going to need a total of 2 unique effect modules of that same variety. Now to get it from Legendary up to Legendary Plus, you're going to need another Epic Plus of that same module, so now we're looking at a total of 4 modules with that same unique effect. Now from this point, we can combine with a basic module to get it up to Mythic, and then a basic module again to Mythic Plus. Now at this point, to get it to Ancestral, it's going to take another 4 modules of the same type. And once we have those in Epic Plus form, we can get our Mythic Plus all the way to Ancestral. This jump from Mythic Plus all the way into Ancestral is probably going to take the longest amount of time, just based on how many modules you're going to need. So now that we know how many modules it's going to take to get it to Ancestral, how many does it take to get to a 5-star Ancestral, and what does it even take to get there? Well, it's not listed on here. It is really simple. All it's going to take is 1 more Epic Plus of that same variety for each star. Luckily for us, at this point, it's not going to cost 1 Epic Plus, then 2 Epic Plus, then 3 Epic Plus. No, it's just going to be 1 Epic Plus module every single time. So in total, that's going to cost us another 10 modules. And to get our 5-star Ancestral, we're going to end up at a total cost of 18 modules when we include our original. A few extra things that help you in leveling up in merging your modules is going to be in the lab. First off, we can increase the drop chance of our common and rare modules from bosses. This is going to give you a lot more shards, and it's going to help you get those Legendary Plus and Epic Plus modules a lot easier. Next, we're going to have the reroll shards, and every single level of this will increase the number of reroll shards that drop every 10 rounds when a boss is killed. For our daily mission shards, this also has 100 levels and will increase by 1 per level, and this just adds on to the number of shards that your daily missions will drop. Next, our module shard cost and our module coin cost are obviously going to reduce the cost it takes every time you level up a module. Next, we have our unmerged module, which only has 1 level. This will allow you to unmerge your modules, giving back any shards, coins, or modules that have a unique effect. Next, we have a new addition, which is going to be our bans. Every time you level this up, you're going to be able to ban one of the effects, so it's not going to come up while re-rolling. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. If you learned a thing or two about modules or how to merge modules, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment down below. And as always, if you guys want more videos or guides just like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.